Hello everyone, welcome to Monday, welcome to a weekly vlog. My hair is a little all over the place today. I'm not hating it, it's kind of fitting my personality. I'm gonna try really hard this week to not be intense. If you have followed me for any amount of time, if you follow me on other social media, you know that not only is this a very intense time in our country and in the world, but I am having a very intense response. And this morning I had a big old cry session with my husband, had some of those clearing tears come through. I'm feeling a little bit better. My desire for us for this video is that we spend some time focusing on the happy and the joyful. Not to say that there aren't moments that require us to speak out in all the spaces and against all the injustices. I have done that. I will continue to do that, but not right now. Right now, I need some time to talk about fun and frivolous things. And so we are just going to dive right into fun and frivolous. Are you with me? If you're with me, give this video a like. Go ahead and do it. Get it out of the way now. You know you're going to like it. What else are we going to do today? I'm going to show you guys. So if you watched the video where I did my color and style appointment with House of Color, I'm going to show you guys where I am on the homework process, because yes, Sarah did give me homework. And we're going to talk about that and also the things that I am selling out of my closet, either because they aren't the right color or because they aren't the right style, and certainly if they were both. So yeah, let's do that next. Okay, so I have right here my homework. What Sarah told me to do, and again, I did the color part of the House of Color stuff and the style all at one time, which again, as I said in the original video, in hindsight, I probably should have done in 2 different appointments because it's a lot, but I learned a lot, so I'm not sorry. But if you're doing it for yourself, you might want to break it up into the 2 different ones, and I'll list the link below if you're going to look for a franchise near you. But part 1 of my homework was to put my clothes that I regularly wear in the closet based on color, and then to quickly pull out the things that either didn't work with my colors or don't work with my style, or obviously both. What I was kind of surprised by, first of all, this is basically all I was left with. I do have a couple pairs of like dress slacks, and then my jeans are hung in a different place in the closet. But this is, for me, this is not a lot of clothes. Like, this is everything that I own basically, aside from sweaters and jeans. And then of course, like, my workout clothes and stuff like that are in my drawers, but this is the bulk of it. So going through this was really telling. And what I loved was how quick I was able to go through my clothes and pull things out. Obviously, the no-brainers were things that were not my color or my style. That went like the fastest it's ever gone with a closet clean out. And then it got down to a few things that are not maybe perfect colors for me, but that I really love. And one thing that it said in the booklet that she gave me was, don't feel like you have to replace everything all at once. If they're staple pieces, if you love them, keep them in your wardrobe for now. Sarah suggested maybe moving them to the back of the closet, specifically for like things that were black, because that would be a really good way to go to wear them less. But I was able to eliminate a lot. I'm going to show you the sell pile in a minute and also talk about how I'm selling everything. But what we are left with is really stuff that I know is within my color palette. And the thing to remember is you're not looking for exact matches with your color palette, but in the range. And I do feel like most of these things coordinate with one another. I'm still learning, but like this green, for example, is really good on me. I love this green. And yeah, we're just gonna learn as we go. But I'm like so pleased with this, not only because I feel like it's a much more sustainable wardrobe. One thing I do need to do is go through and like iron things, because like this jacket is a perfect example of something that is a good style and a good color for me, but it's wrinkled. And if things are hanging in my closet and they're wrinkled, guess what happens? I don't wear them. So I do want to go through and pull things out and iron them so that everything is ready to go. The next part of my homework for this is she wants me to start a style like album of all of the outfits that I really, really like. And the goal would be that by the time I'm finished with all of this, everything in my closet would be things that I feel like look cute on me and that I can wear with everything else. So it's a whole big old capsule thing. It's making my little organizational heart very happy. Okay, so I just stripped our bed of everything because I'm throwing it all in the wash. But this is my stack so far of things that I am releasing. Some of which, because the color isn't right, like this right here, which is a beautiful color, but it's the wrong burgundy for me. And some of it because the style isn't right. And I would say more of it is because the style isn't right. I'm not going to go through every single piece because some of these pieces y'all are connected to, and I don't want to hear it. And some of them are in here because they were just worn out and got really, really pilled. So those I won't be selling, but the rest of them I'm actually going to sell through ThreadUp. So I have a bag from them on the way that will probably come this week. So I'll show you that and how it works. I need to go through and clean everything and figure out what needs to be, you know, completely thrown out, what can be sold, what can be recycled a different way. And I'll go over that whole process with you, but this is a pretty big stack. I'm pretty proud of myself. Okay, our next project for today is changing this room over from spring, summer to fall. I love this room so very much, especially in the fall and winter. I love to work in here. It's just, I don't know why this room is more conducive to work for me in fall and winter, and other parts of the house are where I am in the summer, but there it is. This is all I have now of fall decor since my Swedish death cleaning is literally just this bin and a couple of other pieces that are on the kitchen table. So let's talk about that real quick. As y'all know, I started doing the whole Swedish death cleaning thing about a year ago, and maybe more than a year ago. Yeah, maybe like 18 months ago, because it all started before everything happened with Mom. We had to very, very quickly move her out of her house so that it could be sold, so that the money could go towards paying for her care. My mom has Alzheimer's. She now actually lives just 8 minutes away from us, which is fantastic. But it was very traumatic. It was very traumatic having to go through all of her things in such a short period of time. And it really like shifted my whole mindset about what I keep in my home, getting new things in my home. Like I just, something snapped. That sounds negative. It wasn't a negative. I felt like it was really a positive, but I released so much stuff. In fact, I was at Goodwill a couple days ago, just donating some small things. And the guy was like, "We haven't seen you in a while." I'm like, "Yeah, because I pretty much cleaned myself out." I was just taking some old board games and things like that were still in good condition, had all of their parts. But I completely released the part of me that needed to hold on to things that are not helping my life or helping my family or bringing me joy or all of that. So it was really interesting this fall when I went down in the basement to pull out my fall decor. And I was like, is this really all I have? And for a split second, I was like, maybe I should buy some more fall stuff. And then I was like, no. We are not doing that. We simplified for a reason. I can tell you, since I did the Swedish death cleaning thing, and I will link the book below. I know it sounds extreme if you've never heard of the concept, but it's not. It's lovely. It's warm. It's like a big hug. I love death cleaning. I love it so very much. It really has transformed our home. It's easier to keep clean. Things are just like more simple. And I'm finding that my stuff is not stressing me out. I've never been a huge like hoarder and collector. That's just not my personality, but things are so much better now than they used to be. It's just like little things, like knowing where office supplies are. Mom was asking for an accordion file. She was like, "I need you to buy me an accordion file." I'm like, "No, I don't. I have a box marked office supplies, and I have an extra accordion file that I would gladly gift to you." And just to instantly have this inventory in my brain and not have my home be in chaos, I can't tell you. Like, it has improved our quality of life significantly. Bonus, I have not purchased anything from Target or Amazon in all of 2025. So it's also saved us a whole bunch of money, and we're happier. So less stuff, more organized, more money has stayed in our household. It's just all the winning. But I do have a few things that I want to put up. So yeah, let's transform the dining room. Okay, y'all, I feel like decorating this dining room for autumn is maybe my favorite thing I do all year in my house. These decorations will come out now. I'll add a few touches for Halloween, and then it will stay just like this through Thanksgiving Day. This dining room table, you've heard me talk about it before. My parents bought it when I was 2 years old. I've had almost every birthday, holiday, my kids' birthdays, so many memories around this table. I cannot wait for my mom to sit at this table with us this Thanksgiving like she's done so many times before. And this room just feels like ancestral to me. There are pictures painted by my grandmother. There's photographs of my grandparents. And it just feels like a big hug. And when I start to get a little depressed in the fall and the winter, this is where I come. Those candles all go on at 6 p.m. on the dot, and it just brings me all the warm and cozy vibes. Okay, it is a couple of days later. I didn't end up filming yesterday. Mom had a rough day, and I was over there for much of the day, and I just did not feel like picking up the camera. But today is a better day. We've got some solutions. She had an infection. I've chatted with her doctor, and today was really fun. Like, the best thing ever happened. I thought I had an appointment. I got up. I filmed a video for my other channel, Content Creator Break Room. Please go check it out if you haven't already. It's just for professional YouTube creators. And I had it in the back of my head. I had to hurry up and get my work done for today because I thought I had this appointment at 1:30. And I'll tell you what the appointment was because it's actually for Friday. But in my head, I was sure it was today. I was like, I better go in my email and double check, what time I'm supposed to be there. It's not till Friday. So I'm doing the, I thought I had to go somewhere and I don't dance. Do you know that dance? This is it, if you're wondering. What's the, I thought I had to go somewhere, but I don't dance? It's this. Am I the only one? I don't think I'm the only one. Comment below if that's relatable. When you think you got to go somewhere and then you find out that you don't. So I'm going to make myself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I think. And I'm going to make myself some tea. And I don't know what I actually have nothing on the agenda now for this afternoon. And that is just found time. And when does that ever happen? It's so great. Okay. I'm so excited right now. So I don't have anything to do until 5 o'clock now, which made me really happy. And then the FedEx guy got here. And I wanted to talk about this week, but I wasn't sure if any of them would come. The Advent calendars I have chosen for Vlogmas 2025. If you're new, I always do Advent calendars. I always do some form of Vlogmas. And I have been stalking some particular sites for what would be part of our Vlogmas this year. I didn't have a huge budget, I'm not gonna lie, but this one definitely made the cut. So I'm gonna open it and show it to you. I'm gonna say right now, because I'm likely to get excited and I will stop. I won't forget to say, or no. See, I can't even talk now. I'm going to get excited and I'm going to forget to tell you. If you want this, the link will be in the description. It is affiliate. You guys know I always tell you, I think I make $6 every time you order one. A lot of you already ordered them on Instagram. It's going to sell out. They always sell out by Thanksgiving and frequently sooner than that. Sorry, Lenny getting comfortable is the funniest thing. But I love this brand. I've talked about them a lot and the Advent calendar has come. So let's open it. Hi, it's Editing Jen. I realized as I was editing this that at no point do I say that this is the Advent box from Beekman 1802, which is a skincare line. A little later on in the video, I'll show you what products I use by them. I did buy their Advent calendar last year. It is a great privately owned brand. Everything they sell is vegan and it's just a fabulous company. So yeah, okay, let's get on with the unboxing. Sorry. I don't really know how to even, there we go. We'll just let that, boom. Look at this, Okay, it came, even though the box was partially open, it came very, very thoughtfully packaged, which does not surprise me at all from Beekman 1802. I can hear it. I'm not supposed to move it, I don't think. So this is what the box looks like. It is absolutely gorgeous. Like this, I don't know if it's reading on camera. This is like raised. And then when I open it, I'm gonna have to move the camera, I think. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! You guys, okay, hold on. Obviously, I am not gonna be opening any of this up. I'm gonna leave it just like this for now. But this is what it looks like. This is the inside. This is how I will set it up before we start opening it up. No spoilers of what's inside. This is so beautiful. Look at these individual canisters, and they're all different sizes. So when we set it up, it will look like this sweet little village. Oh, Beekman 1802. Well done, gentlemen. So, hello, good morning, happy Thursday. I'm gonna attempt to do a get ready with me. I am not good at these. I am the first to admit, but there's more bad news today. I don't know when it is that you're watching this, but we're having some serious attacks on free speech here in the United States, which I feel very comfortable talking about in a bold way, because regardless of your political ideology, if you are an American, free speech is part of our Constitution. So when that is threatened, kind of a big deal. So that's going on in the news. And as per usual, I do my small part. I sent some strongly worded emails. I mean, what are you going to do? Some of you may be boycotting things. I'm still thinking through that. But let's put on some fun stuff on our skin. Let's do our makeup. This is my face just clean. Like there's no segue from that. So this is just what we're going to do. Okay. Okay, cool. I'm wearing a t-shirt from the Old Pal, which is a wonderful little bar, more like a little watering hole in Athens, Georgia at University of Georgia. So if you're ever there and you're looking for a great place to get a drink, you should go check out the Old Pal. Fabulous place. Okay, I have already put on my face a couple of products. Let me get you those really quick because I wanted to do a full everyday get ready with me. Okay, so what I've already done to my face this morning is I've washed it, and I have used the Beekman 1802 Golden Booster Amla Berry Vitamin C Serum. That was actually recommended to me that I use vitamin C serum for some kind of aging pigmentation things that are going on. And then the Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Cream. And I used to use the Elemis Ultra Smart Pro Collagen Day Cream. This is too expensive for me to use it morning and night. So now I only use it at night, and I use this less expensive one in the morning. You know, you have to make hard choices. I love the night cream. I just couldn't justify both times. When you go and look up the price, you'll understand why. And then right now I'm using the Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Moisturizing Face Serum. So that's what I have to put on right now. I decided a while ago, I was using, and this is almost out, I was using a lot of kind of higher end sunscreens. And the problem with that was when I would run out, it was not convenient for me to go get more. And I go through a lot of sunscreen. My dermatologist and I have a very tight relationship. He's had to remove a bunch of precancerous things. So I wear quite a bit of sunscreen. And I just decided that the best sunscreen for me was going to be the sunscreen that I would actually wear. And the best way for me to actually wear it is to have it be as convenient as possible to buy. So they sell this at any drugstore. They sell it in my grocery store. So when I'm out, it's very, very easy for me to get more. I don't have to order it online. And y'all know I don't shop Amazon or Target anymore. So that's not an option. So just being able to pick it up at the regular grocery store makes all the difference. Okay, we've got a clean face. Sunscreen is on. I've got my other, you know what? I'll turn on my other little mirror. That lighting's a little bit better. This is how we start the day. I always use anymore. The Jones Road What the Foundation. This is non-affiliate, non-sponsored. I've been using this for a while now. This is actually my third thing of it, I think. Sadie chewed it because she's like that. This is in the color Fair. And I just put it on with my fingers. I'm sure there's a better way to do that. Again, this is not my forte. I am not a beauty influencer, but enough of you have asked, and I was kind of like in a mood this morning with everything going on. So I was like, you know what? Let's do this because that will entertain me and maybe it will entertain you. And at this point, what are we going to do, right? We vote with our dollars. We say things when it's appropriate. We help our neighbors. We get involved in our community. I'm kind of out of what else to do, if I'm going to be honest. Okay. This is not a full coverage foundation by any stretch of the imagination, but it does kind of even things out a little bit. I really like it. It's not going to be good for you if you have really oily skin. This is definitely designed for dry and or aging skin. Q, my beautiful dog, there she is. So yeah, I like that it gives a little bit of a glow, a little bit of coverage. I'm also using right now the Jones Road Face Pencil, and this is the Face Crayon, and this is in shade 5. I've been really happy with all of the Jones Road products. I don't know if any of you have this. I have like blood vessel issues on the sides of my nose. I have some freckling, and I definitely have purplish dark circles. A lot of that, I don't even know if you know this, but a lot of the purplish dark circles are from allergies. So I have had purplish dark circles my whole life. Like you can look at pictures of me as a wee bairn, as a beautiful little girl. And I have what we call in my house allergy shiners. And it's to do with your sinuses not getting the right amount of oxygen. Like it ain't good, but it is what it is. And I've had them my whole life. So we don't let them bother us. I have no desire to wear makeup that covers up every imperfection. That's actually very strange to me. And if you wear your makeup that way, listen, I am all about that. I have quite a bit of freckling, but I kind of just like it to be a little more even, but I don't worry about it being perfect. Okay, so that is probably good enough. Mostly I use my fingers because I am not very good about brushes and cleaning them, and it's just easier to wash my hands. Right now I'm also using the Jones Road Miracle Balm Trio. Miracle Balm comes in a much larger container than this, but I just don't use that much of it, but I do really, really like it. I think it's easy to put on. It's long lasting. The color's really good. I use this on my cheeks. This is my little tiny bit of contour. Nothing dramatic there. And that will make more sense when I blend. So yeah, just a little bit of contour to help slightly. I'm gonna do a little bit more cheek there. And this is the one time I do use the brush, and then we're gonna go in. That's giving a really weird shadow for some reason with the lighting, but that's not, that shadow you're seeing is not really there. Okay, there, okay. We're gonna blend that in. There we go. Okay, good, nice. I suppose it's not helping that it's so much brighter there than it is here, so that's probably super distracting. Let's close that door, maybe that would help, because there's so much light coming in. Oh yeah, that's much better. Now you can really see kind of what that looks like. Sorry about that. Okay, hopefully you didn't like click off because you were like, what is with this chick? Okay, now let's do some eyeshadow. I don't, to be honest, for daily, I don't always wear eyeshadow, but I'll show you guys because a couple of you mentioned it in my last video. And so this is Maybelline, and the color palette is 02Q Natural Smokes. So it's not a big deal. I literally just do the highlighter. This takes me 2 seconds. Highlighter up here, this medium brown on like the lid itself, And then I do like a dot of a highlighter in the middle. That's it. Am I doing it right? Who's to say? Jones Road again, the best pencil in the color brown. I love this pencil. I find that it goes on really, really easy. It doesn't it's just smooth. I obviously cannot talk and put that on at the same time. There we go. What do we think? And then, per usual, my Chanel Le Volume mascara in the color Noir. Now, I just got a new one of these. Let's see, yesterday, I guess. I can either buy it directly at Chanel. There's one up at the Fancy Mall. The Fancy Mall! Or you can also order this from Nordstrom. It is $40, which is absurd for mascara. I am not arguing that. One of these lasts me about 60 days, but it is the best mascara I have found. It does not clump. It makes my lashes look amazing, and I love the way it goes on. And it also doesn't leave, I don't end up with dark circles under my eyes from it, no matter how long I wear it. So that's kind of a big deal to me too. It doesn't travel. Okay, there we go. That's done. Now for lipstick, today I'm gonna use Estee Lauder Covetable. Normally I would wait until I was dressed before I put my lipstick on, but because I'm doing a full get ready with me, I'll show it to you guys. It's color 818. More of y'all have commented on this than on any lipstick I've ever worn. And oh, I should put my lip liner on first. The lip liner that I use with it is called Spice. I didn't used to have to wear lip liner, but you know, we age and I don't want lipstick all over my face. So lip liner, as you know, just keeps everything where it's supposed to go. I had a little bit of Vaseline on there, so hold please. There you go. Now I'm gonna be really sparse with the Covetable because it is a little on the darker side. I don't want it too heavy. What do we think? There we go. And that's it. That is a full face of makeup for me. Now, I do tend to get a little shiny. That is the one thing about the Jones Road. So I am going to put a tiny, tiny bit of powder on. This powder is scandalously old. This is the Neutrogena Mineral Shears Powder Foundation in Classic Ivory. This probably needs to be thrown out. I'm going to be completely honest with you. But I do tend to be a little shiny, but I don't worry about if I'm a little shiny here because that will definitely go away. That's just because I just put my makeup on and I kind of like to be a little glowy on my cheeks, but on my forehead and on my nose, I like to put a little bit of powder. Okay, did I do everything? Oh my gosh, no. Some of you are like, girlfriend, you just forgot something super important. Eyebrows. This is really helping me feel better, you guys, so thank you. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the color Ash Brown. I think I've told you guys this about a million times, but my eyebrows are sparse due to Hashimoto's hypothyroidism. So they're not as uneven as they used to be, but they do not grow in evenly. So I do have to fill them in ever so slightly. And then what I do, because I inherited my grandfather's eyebrows, which were like, wah! I have to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freezing Gel. This stuff, so what would happen before is I would like get in the car and look at my eyebrows and be like, oh, baby Jesus, what is happening? Because they would just be everywhere. This stuff dries clear and will keep my eyebrows where I want them. Instead of them, I look like a mad professor. Okay, that's our face for the day. That's all I use. Yes, I have like some freckling there. I have, you know, I know, I'm aware. This is not a perfect vessel, but I think she's cute. So if this was helpful, I will link everything that I used below. In fact, I'll just list like my full skincare routine. I don't, okay, how do I say this? Once I find something I like, I will use it forever and ever and ever. So I will never be a good like beauty influencer because I feel like they're always trying new products. No, I have a few lines that I love that I have been buying for years that I will continue to use. And so I'm happy to share it with you guys, but I am by no means am I like an expert about makeup. I just know what I like on my face and what I feel like makes my face look good. And makes my skin feel good, which is really what's the most important thing to me. So next up for today, I'm probably not gonna bring you guys with me. I actually have to take mom to a doctor's appointment. So I'm gonna go about my day. Let's let this be it for today, and I will check back in with you tomorrow. Welcome to Friday. We made it. We made it to Friday. Haven't really straightened up, so I'm not sure what you're looking at back there. Scott just got back from Barcelona late yesterday afternoon. He has not put away any of his stuff. I will say, I do insist that he puts all of his airport-ish things on a hard surface that can be sanitized. So that's an improvement. He used to put stuff on the kitchen table, which I'll grant you, it's not like you can't sanitize your kitchen table, but I don't want things that have been in an airport potentially on the floor where I eat. Seems reasonable, yes. I would like to officially announce that yes, scarves are very in for fall 2025, particularly this style silk handkerchief moment. I'm not mad about it. As a collector of scarves for a very long time, I have a beautiful collection that I love. I'm always looking to add another. It's one of those things that you can add to your wardrobe that I feel like adds so much, but it's easy to store. You can get a really high-end one. This one is from Longchamp for not that much money. I actually bought this one in the Rome airport. Anywho, I'm now off to the Apple store to pick up my new iPhone. You probably don't need to upgrade. I'm gonna be honest. I always upgrade because this is literally all I use for work. But I am not a huge fan of Apple right now. It is a necessary evil for me with my job. I'm gonna go get it. It'll be cute. I got the iPhone 17 Pro in the color Deep Navy. I already have the case, in fact. It came in early, but I'm gonna go get the phone itself. So more on that in a little bit. Kind of a fun story. I used to work at this fancy mall. The Container Store that we moved here for me to open was right over there. So this used to be where I spent every lunch hour walking around here. It's where I enjoyed the fresh air when I wanted to, you know, quit. Currently waiting in line. This was not my best decision. Hopefully the line's not awful. Hopefully I can just grab it and go. But y'all know this is not, I don't do this. But I'm doing it today, evidently, so maybe I do this. Whew. Okay, I'm back home. It is just now setting up. I'm gonna get it set up and then I'll show y'all, I'll start filming on this one. I'm not gonna go into a big in-depth thing. I might talk about it more over on Content Creator Break Room. But as I said before, I think for most people, this upgrade probably doesn't make sense. Maybe it does for you. Here's my box. Here's my little bag. Not gonna do big unboxing and whatnot, but let me go set it up. And then next time you see me, I will be filming on the new iPhone 17 Pro. Okay, just kidding. It's still downloading. It's doing the restore from iCloud. I will show you, I got the deep blue, I think is the color. You know what I look like? I look like someone who waited in line at the Apple store for a half an hour. This is my very first clip on my new iPhone 17 Pro. Let's go outside. It's kind of bonkers to me that I'm holding my, I know this is like, why is this such a big deal? The fact that I'm holding my phone up and down and it's filming horizontal video is kind of blowing my mind. Okay, what do we think about like the colors, the saturation, all that? I've done nothing with the settings. I probably can. This feels so much better. Oh my gosh. If you are someone who films in selfie mode a lot, I think I might be changing my mind. It might be worth it for you to upgrade because that's kind of a big deal. I don't know if the sound is any better. You'll have to tell me. Okay, now this for dual capture, I don't think I can use center stage for dual capture, but I do want to see what the quality is on this. So I'm just looking out at my backyard. So y'all can see both things at the same time. Here, look, you can see Scooby and me. Scooby, he's not even looking at me. Scooby, Scooby, Scooby. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Okay, that's kind of wild. Okay, I need to go play with this, clearly. Let's go, and then I promise I'll be done playing with this phone. My hair is falling a little flat. Let's go in here and see. Ooh, I don't know what it will show up like actually when I put it on my computer. Right now, looking through it, the quality's pretty good in sort of low light. I don't know what the stability is like as I'm walking around, but yeah, and now I'm in more natural light. Okay, Apple, I see you. It's okay. I don't know. I mean, it remains to be seen. Once I've done my editing and everything, we will check it out together and see what we think. I wanted to show you guys the bag that you get from thredUP. So here is what the bag looks like. It's actually huge. It's free. So what thredUP will do is they'll go through what I give them, and what they can sell, they will. Then I will get credit for the things that they sell. The things that they can't sell, they will donate responsibly. That's why I love doing this with them. I think everything that I want to sell will fit in here, but the bag itself is free, and it's just a really convenient way to do it. So I'll put a link in the description box on how to do that. Not sponsored, not affiliate, just I think a really good way. If you don't want to just donate it, and you don't have time like me to do Poshmark or eBay or all of that, this is a great kind of middle of the road. And I like that. I feel like the pieces are much more likely to be reused if I'm selling them as opposed to just donating them, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm excited. Okay, so it's been a big week. Subscribe if you haven't already. Head over to Content Creator Break Room to get more of my thoughts about this new phone. I obviously have a lot more experimenting to do with it, and I can't wait to bring you guys that. If you're into that sort of thing, I'll put the link to that down in the description box. Whatever you're doing today, I hope you're finding joy. These are challenging days. We are gonna get through it, and you are not alone. Thank you for being here, and I will see you next week.